Celebrities in a nutshell.
Saddam Hussein, rise, reign, and fall of Iraq's infamous dictator. Welcome back. Today, we explore the life of Saddam Hussein, a leader whose reign over Iraq was marked by brutality, conflict, and controversy. Join us as we uncover the story of his rise to power, his rule, and his eventual downfall. Saddam Hussein was born on April 28, 1937, in the village of Al-Ajah near Tikrit, Iraq. Raised in a poor family, young Saddam faced a difficult childhood. His father either died or abandoned the family before Saddam was born, and his stepfather was reportedly abusive. In 1955, at the age of 18, Saddam moved to Baghdad to live with his uncle, Karalat Talfa, who was a fervent Arab nationalist. It was here that Saddam's political journey began. He joined the Ba'ath Party, a political organization committed to Arab unity and socialism, and quickly rose through its ranks. In 1959, Saddam participated in a failed assassination attempt on then-Prime Minister Abd al-Karim Qasim. Following the botched plot, Saddam fled to Syria and then to Egypt, where he continued his political activities and furthered his education. Saddam returned to Iraq in 1963 after the Ba'ath Party briefly seized power. However, it wasn't until 1968, with a successful coup d'état known as the 17 July Revolution, that the Ba'ath Party established lasting control over Iraq. Saddam emerged as a key figure, serving as vice president under President Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr. In 1979, Saddam forced al-Bakr to resign and assumed the presidency. His rise to power marked the beginning of a brutal regime characterized by political repression, widespread human rights abuses, and a cult of personality. One of Saddam's first significant actions as president was the purge of party members who were perceived as threats to his rule. This violent consolidation of power set the tone for his authoritarian regime. In 1980, Saddam initiated the Iran-Iraq War, a devastating conflict that lasted 8 years and resulted in hundreds of thousands of casualties. The war drained Iraq's resources and left a lasting impact on the region. Despite the war's toll, Saddam continued his aggressive policies. In 1990, he ordered the invasion of Kuwait, triggering the Gulf War. This act of aggression led to a swift international response, with a coalition led by the United States driving Iraqi forces out of Kuwait in 1991. The defeat in the Gulf War and subsequent economic sanctions severely weakened Iraq. Nevertheless, Saddam maintained his grip on power through brutal repression, including the use of chemical weapons against the Kurdish population in the Anfal campaign and the suppression of Shiite uprisings. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, Saddam's regime faced continuous scrutiny and isolation from the international community. Accusations of developing weapons of mass destruction and supporting terrorism led to increasing tensions with the United States and its allies. In 2003, the United States, along with a coalition of allies, invaded Iraq, citing the threat of weapons of mass destruction and the need to topple Saddam's regime. The invasion led to the swift collapse of Saddam's government, and he went into hiding. After several months on the run, Saddam Hussein was captured by U.S. forces on December 13, 2003, near his hometown of Tikrit. He was found hiding in a small underground bunker, disheveled and defeated. Following his capture, Saddam was put on trial by the Iraqi interim government. The trial, which began in October 2005, focused on his crimes against humanity, including the 1982 massacre of 148 Shiite villagers in Dujail. The proceedings were highly publicized and controversial, drawing significant international attention. On November 5, 2006, Saddam Hussein was found guilty of crimes against humanity and sentenced to death by hanging. His execution was carried out on December 30, 2006, bringing an end to a tumultuous chapter in Iraq's history. Saddam Hussein's life and rule left an indelible mark on Iraq and the broader Middle East. His rise to power, marked by political maneuvering and ruthless suppression, was followed by decades of conflict, oppression, and international isolation. The legacy of Saddam's regime continues to shape Iraq's present and future. The power vacuum left by his removal contributed to years of instability, sectarian violence, and the rise of extremist groups, including ISIS. Iraq's journey towards recovery and stability remains ongoing. While his reign is often remembered for its brutality and oppression, it is essential to understand the complex historical and geopolitical factors that contributed to Saddam Hussein's rise and fall. His life serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked power and the enduring impact of authoritarian rule. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Saddam Hussein's life and legacy. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe to Celebrities in a Nutshell for more in-depth looks at history's most influential and controversial figures. Let us know in the comments what topics you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching. Stay curious.